Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at the 1.13 update for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we were down on the planet of Akua. We kind of given our ship a little bit of a workover, simply so that we can be prepared for the next step in our missions. And just to give you an idea of what we've done is we've upgraded the shield generator in here. We've now got a tier 2 shield generator in here, as you can see. I've also reorganized the farm a little bit here as well, so maybe we'll get a bit more efficient crop generation. What I've done here now is I put a little bit more emphasis on vegetables, because vegetables can be converted into plant protein, and I think that in many ways that's a little bit more flexible. If we go up here, put the jetpack on so we can fly out, because we are up against the Omicron station. So what I've done here is built a proper landing pad for the MX-5, so we no longer got it perched on the top. And of course, the one thing we did do is completely rebuild the front a little bit more, just so that it's a little bit more tougher. Although I was still a little bit concerned about this weak front end, but that's the reason why we've got the blast doors just on the inside. Now, in this part, what we're going to do is meet with Tharkan, and I've already done the first two stages: fly to the Omicron section, approach the station, and we've now got to talk to Tharkan. So I suppose we better go and find him. He says he's above us, so we'll just get rid of that. Got to remember, I think we can just go up here now. Whoops. I think we've only really got to go up one level, haven't we? It says talk to Tharkan. Where is Tharkan then? Oh, it says it's round here. Okay, well, okay. I'm receiving a signal transmission from a holographic communication station nearby, Commander. Okay, so we'll just talk to Tharkan. Welcome, Commander. I apologize for not being able to meet you in person, but I'm tied up with urgent business. Please forgive me for getting straight to the point, even though I owe you my life for rescue me from Zirak's prison. Time is running out, and I must ask you for help once more. Does the name Tash Al Talon mean anything to you? Can you refresh my memory? Yep. Tash A.K. Talon was a highly respected scientist at the Talon Zirak's Academy of Science over 1,000 years ago, during which the War of Silence. She searched for full moons of the gas giant here in Eleon, remembrance of the so-called progenitor. I suspect she came across information that could be vital to our survival today. Unfortunately, she went missing in the turmoil of the battle of the Eleon system. How can I help? Let's get to the point and not lose any time. We've discovered that Tash Alikan apparently left behind personal logs in which she recorded the events and findings of her logs. The logs were located in places of work of full moons, the gas giants. Therefore, I ask you to find difficult to explain, but it seems to have found. But before you ask, yes, we also find it difficult to explain why no one seems to have found them in more than 1,000 years. This makes it all more important to recover and examine the information. We need at least 5 logs to proceed. I've already found the logs you're looking for. Thank you for digging up these logs. Our team will evaluate them as soon as possible. I hope that you will find the information that will help prevent us from worse from happening. I think that is the Tash mission that we did. I need a few minutes to transfer. Let's meet back here again. Yeah, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, it's the Tales of Tash. So I've got a feeling then that this is more of a mission for people who haven't started in the Eleon system. Correct me if I'm wrong, because the data packages you deliver to us are invaluable in our fight against the legacy. However, it will still take some time before they're fully analysed. In the meantime, I'd like to ask you another favour. We need to info from the Tesh Collective, without which we can hardly have any success. Since I trust you, I would ask you to fly to Memorta. So we're going to the Memorta star system. That shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, I know. 190 light years away. Oh, wow. I don't think it's an issue, but it's going to take us a little while to get there. Okay, I should have known, shouldn't I? So let me just see. How much warp fuel have I got? This is the key factor. Now we're going to have to be a little bit more careful. Warp fuel, how much? Yeah, I suppose we got enough to get there. The trouble's going to be is if we come back. I don't think there's any pentaxid in this system, is there? Right, we're going to have to see if we can try and pick up some on the water system. Now our maximum warp range, I don't think we've actually changed that, have we? So if we go in here, our maximum warp range is statistics, sorry. Yeah, 60 light years. So technically that's 3.5 jumps. Put the thrusters on. So we got to go in the direction of the Memorta system. Right. Is there any way we can get a direct indicator from here? Because it must be bookmarked, but where is it? So we got to head in that direction from the Eleon system. So I suppose what we got to do is you're 65 light years, 70 light years, 64 light years. So it's 54.9 there. So we're okay. We're going to go to the GD system. We're going to warp straight through the planet. Right, we're on a hot planet. I just want to look to see. It says it's got pentexes in Scylla. That's a nitrogen volcanic. That's got nothing. Now it's telling me it's Scylla planet, Scylla moon, ice. I think we're going to keep going for the moment. You have 48 light years. Got this planet here. I think we can just see. All right. Yeah, I think the fact that we're kind of pointed in the general direction. Oh well. Okay, we're out of fuel. Pentaxid. Okay, let me just stock all the way up again. Okay, we got 200. We've only got 43 left. Let me just see if I can make some fuel. Oh, one thing I will mention is the fact that what I had to do, we've only got 50 pentaxid, raw pentaxid. This is getting a bit dire. We've got to get some pentaxid. Okay, we got 1,000 here, so aha, that's not quite so bad then. Yeah, one problem I did have with the ship after the after I finished the video of upgrading the ship, I did a test flight and my generators overloaded. So what I've had to do is add 2 extra generators to the ship. So we got 2 extra large generators that have been installed as well. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got in this system. Caligore. Okay, we've already discovered Caligore. Well, we just discovered it. No, I think, again, we're just going to keep going. I think. Okay, see if we can get the Memorta. Okay, so we know it's in that direction. That's 75, 73. You're 63. Oh, something flashed up just there. Okay, we got something called Achievement BG. So, one more jump. The nice thing is we can always follow these planets back if we've got to go back to the Eleon system again. So, because we've got a direct path to wherever we are. Oh, this is a white giant by the look of it. What have we got here? Oops, no. Oh, this is all empty space. Okay. Galaxy. And right, that's the system we got to go to. Top target. Yep, 33 light years. And away we go. And we got to go to, what was it? The Memorta 1, wasn't it? Yeah, Memorta 1 orbit. Which is there. It's got Pentaxid. So we got to go to there. It's over that way. And Commander, we are receiving an invitation. Apparently the Tesh have been waiting for us. Okay. So in this system we've got Cobalt, Neo, Promethium. Was there any Pentaxid? Yeah, and we got Pentaxid. Right. We're gonna have to anything. Right, we're gonna head towards the ambassador and turn off the inertia drive. And I'll see once I get there. Actually, what's over here? No, they're all a bit far away. I think we're gonna have to spend a little bit of time exploring this system to see where the asteroids are. We got something over there. They're kind of purple. I would certainly like, well, I would like the Promethium. I'd like the Neo, the Zakosa. In fact, I like a lot of the asteroids in this system. Okay, welcome back. We are just coming up to speak to the ambassador. Oh wow. Well, this looks pretty cool. Tesh informed us that the biological unit should come inside in a form that's acceptable to it. Probably mean we should just fly over to him in a spacesuit. Okay, so this is actually the Tesh. Okay, let's turn the thrusters off. Jump up. How we do with topping my oxygen up? So just get a shot of oxygen. I think I've got. Okay, speak to the ambassador. How do we get in? We get in here. Okay. Okay. Wow, we got massive radiation, so we certainly. We are pleased. Empyrion Tharkan. Requested info is available. Prior to that, pledged assistance would be claimed. The anchor on the planet Memorta 1 has been detached. Danger exists. We cannot approach void structure. Disintegration of existence would follow. Other biological units are blocking reinitialization of the anchor function. Empyrion Tharkan must go down to the planet and fulfill the forgiven promise. Okay, so much for asking for info. Land on Memorta 1. Okay. This looks pretty cool, actually. It's got a little bit of a kind of reminder of the legacy structures, which I'm sure that we might encounter in a little while. So we got to go down onto the planet. Hopefully it's not going to be some kind of trap planet or something like that with ridiculous, what we call it, radiation or something. I think we will have something to eat though. What have we got in the way of food? Fridge. Why have I got ammunition in the fridge? Ratatouille. 142. That's vegetables. How are we doing for vegetables and things like that? And again, we got fruit. I certainly wouldn't mind a fruit pie as well, but bread, vegetables, plant protein. I think we're a couple of those and a couple of those. So it acts as a food top up. And thrusters back on. Where's the planet gone? There's the planet. I think this is quite a gnarly planet by looking at it. Oh, we got an indicator there, so 10 kilometers. Right, what we're going to do is just break through the atmosphere and see if we can avoid crashing into a mountain or anything silly like that. Okay, approach the void anchor. Wow. Anything on this planet? Neo, silicon. I do need to keep an eye out for Sathium because I was hardening up my the actual the blocks so that I would have an outer skin of combat blocks on the front of the ship. But I actually run out of Sathium plates, although I think I've got ordinary Sathium. Let me just see input. I think I've got out there. Okay, we don't actually have any Sathium as such. I've used all the Sathium up. There's all those Sathium plates I threw away in the past, but that's okay. We can work with that. It says the outside temperature is 22 degrees Celsius, so we should be able to take off our EVA thing. Right, let's just get here. Okay, so the turret's just shot at something. So here's the void anchor. There's an entrance at the top of the structure. I've marked it. Okay. I think if there's obviously turn the thrusters off. We'll put the shield. Oops, the ship just tilted. It's not good. Right, we'll go and check the radiation first and see what we actually need. What's the environmental? Minus 22. Actually, let's check the state of my armor. That's another thing that my armor's not very good. So I think what we'll do is I think I can just in 393. I don't know, it might be good. What I will do is take off the EVA boost and just put thermal boost on, because this gives us heat cold protection, but it doesn't degrade our actual armor, and we don't need that ammunition. Player personal ammo. Right, what have we got in the way of ammo? I think we got enough to be going on with. Since the main entrance is here, approach the void anchor and use the entrance. It's not that I don't trust you, game. Aha. We need to get to the control room. According to Tesh's data, it should be able to reinitialize the anchor from there. I can hear something. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll use the... Hello. You can still hear the opposition. Gotcha. Anything here? Okay. Anything else here? Here we go. I'm going to go to the assault rifle because I've got to blast at things. Where oh, okay. Got him. Reload. Anybody else here? Oops. Ah, no. Reload. Shot him in the back. Who's shooting at me? Okay, just get back into here. Reload. We'll hit a bandage. Get low on bandages as well. Right, we'll just... Got him. Okay, we'll come down here. Maybe there's a console. So need to find out what's going on here. Maybe there's a console. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to think there might be a constant spawner in here. So, okay, we'll just reload very, very quickly. Okay, right, let's get in here and investigate as quickly as possible. A little bit of loot there. Use the console. This is a gold mine. The void material has increased the effect of the terrain tenfold. The station appears to be damaged. Stroke of luck, we're able to extract parts of the test source code and use it to create an AI instance. The missing instance of the Sigma Fulcrum could be replaced with this. This is a hefty bonus. The only question is, how will the Silurians pick us up here? Okay, very enlightening. Commander, I'm currently receiving information from the test data packet on how to stabilize the anchor. We need to go down to the anchor. There are 2 control platforms which should suffice. If you stand on each control platform, you should be able to activate the anchor. But once they are started, the anchor should reinitialize. Okay. Question is, how do we get down there? Hey, Sathian plates. Haha. Always wanted Sathian plates. Are we actually in range of... Yeah, alright, we're just going to dump some of this stuff into main. We'll keep the beans and that, but we'll dump the rest. We'll eat these. Actually, it's 106. Okay, we'll eat that. And we'll shoot a bandage. Right, so we've got to go down to the anchor. Add it this way. Okay, so this is the whole room. What's this way? There's a room there. We came through here. There's a room here, which is... Okay, this seems to go down. Okay. Oh, you're too close. They don't seem to be able to get to me, so I can't use a rocket launcher, but okay. There's a platform, one over there. Oh, coming behind me. I didn't see him. You were killed by the melee attack. Thank you, game. Yeah, I didn't see him come in behind me on that attack line. Were spawn inside of the ship. Yeah. I thought I'd cleared that segment and I was too busy concentrating on the guy. Right. We got a plasma rifle, but I think what we'll do is I've got some personal ammo. We're about 800 rounds of. We'll use the. Okay, away we go. Hopefully we may not get a respawn. We'll go here, down, all the way to the bottom. Okay, grab the backpack first. Up. Everything. Right, here's the. Looks like these are the platforms. It's activated B. And what's that over there? Anybody else here? Okay, enter the. Okay. Anything else in here? Let's have a look around the back. I know it's risky, but you never know what we might find. Back to the ambassador. Yep. Okay, but there's an entrance here. Is this another path up? Well, we'll go up this one and see if this goes anywhere different. Oh, so this is like a quick path back up again. Okay, so we seem to have done that. We're only dying once, which isn't too bad. I think if I'd run out of that elevator at the bottom into that room, we would have got annihilated multiple times. I think being able to hide into the back there made a bit of a difference. Right, let's just get back to the ship. Although part of me says, oh, we will pick up some alien thorn if there's any more around here. Actually, what's on this planet? We got some sathium. I think maybe we can spare a bit of time to find some sathium before we leave, because in case we don't get sent back to this planet. But right, yeah, we're gonna digress a little bit to pick up some sathium so that I can get back into the ship. Okay. Eat the beans. Also, I'm gonna have to. Oops. Let me just rearrange my inventory again for the umpteenth time. Oops, no. Got the explosives. That there. That there and that there. And we'll keep the med stuff. We can eat that. This stuff can go in the fridge. We'll eat one of those. That gives us some bit more alien thorns. This can go into the... Oops, not that. Like that. I think I've got a problem with my mouse. I think it's either wearing out or it's got something up in amongst where the laser is. So I think I might have to look at either getting a new mouse or spending a little bit of time cleaning it up. Right, so what we're going to do, oops, don't use the forward thingy. Thrusters on. And what I'm going to do now is we're just going to go looking a new artifact, but what I'm looking for is Sathium. I know it's a contradiction in terms, but seeing we're here, we might as well take the opportunity to see if we can get some. And that means I can start toughening up the outer core of the ship a bit. And we're also killing things on the ground again. So, right, we're just going to go over here and see what we got here. There's a kind of little clump of resources here. Okay, at long last, it's taken quite a lot of exploration of the planet to finally find a Sathium deposit. I think probably the easiest place to land will be just down here. So let's squish in here. Oops. Might even find out what my ship's been firing at all the time. So we're just going to go out here. We don't need the gun. And we're just jump into the auger. Oops. Power on. Should be okay. Let's turn around. Shouldn't take too long. It's only a small deposit, so although it is 42 meters down, so we're going to need to create it's a little bit closer here. Right, what I'm going to do now is just mine down to the Sathium and see what we can get. Just make the hole a little bit bigger, and I'll see you once I've actually got the Sathium. Okay, I've just got the Sathium, but I've just got myself a little bit stuck. So we're going to need to kind of blast our way out. Oops. And let's just get back to the NSC. Yeah, there. Oops. What are you actually firing at, game? So here we are. It's all docked up. Power off. And just to show you how much Sathium we've got. Auger. Got 554 Sathium. It probably won't let me put it all in there. Actually we'll take out half and then we'll put that in main storage. Oh, I got some Sathium ingots here, so didn't know that. I don't think we can refine. Well, we should keep the ingots there. We've got 20 plates, and I think to upgrade the ship, let's just see what we need to do. Some upgrading. I mean, I only really want to toughen up the nose. That's combat steel. These are hardened steel. Yeah, we need 10 Sathium plates per. So if we Go into inputs. Okay, we're kind of get the game to knock out about 100. Oops, wrong flying position. I think just to finish off, what we'll do now is go back up into orbit, and I suppose we've got to talk to the ambassador and see if that completes this mission. So I'll see you once we approach the ambassador. So here we are, we're back at the thing. Let's lift the ship off, put off the thrusters, jump out the ship and look a bit crazy. We're gonna probably need to flip back to the EVA boost. The space is cold outside. I've got absolutely no idea why I'm going around with the multi-tool, but so we'll go and speak to the ambassador again. Success emissary. As promised, the information requested by the Tharkan is stored in your life protection unit for delivering encryption ARCA active. Attention, an additional request for assistance has been formulated. I am listening. The anchoring of the void is stable, but the disturbance persists. It's been localized to a forbidden quadrant of the Nemoris sun. Hyper-energetic disruption due to damaged artifact technology is suspected. Cascading event with effects on biological units with several light years. 98% probable increasing. We recommend the emissary of Tharkan act decisively on site. Message ends. So we got to go to the Nemosaurus system, but it's only 1.4 light years. So that means, does that mean it's actually, and just get back in and I'll do the outro. So we seem to have done the first thing. What we got to do now is go to another system. It's not very far away. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.